Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Y'all, today I am here with a song as well as a dream. I think this dream is connected to this song. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. The song is Last Night by Keisha Cole and P. Diddy. Okay. So the lyrics go, last night I couldn't even get an answer. I tried to call, but my pride wouldn't let me dial. And I'm sitting here with this blank expression, and the way I feel, I want to curl up like a child. Um, I know you can feel me. I know you can hear me. I know you can feel me. I can't live without you. Girl, please make me better. I wish I wasn't the way I am. And then Keisha, if I told you once, I told you twice. You can see it in my eyes. I'm all cried out with nothing to say. You're everything I wanted to be. If you could only see, your heart belongs to me. I love you so much. I'm yearning for your touch. Come and set me free. Forever yours I'll be. Baby, won't you come and take this pain away? Okay. So that is the song. I forgot my Bible is on the other side of the room. Okay, that is the song. The dream. In the dream, I am basically don't worry about that, y'all. I'm gonna use my phone. Okay, so in this dream, I basically saw a couple that ended up reuniting to give their child a family. So I don't know if this is for someone that you're pregnant. Okay, I don't know if you're pregnant. Okay, you don't know you're pregnant yet, but you're pregnant. Or this is somebody you about to have a child, you just had a child, something like that. Um and I do know that there is like a thing where pregnant mothers tend to be very they're repulsed by whoever got them pregnant, like they are repulsed by their spouse. To be honest, I don't know if this is like natural, if it's natural for women to be this way, because if you carry on doing certain things, I guess during a certain time, it could cause like something to happen to the pregnancy. It could cause a miscarriage or something like that. So I don't know if that's why. But I just feel like right now the mom is like repulsed by the dad. She don't want to hear his voice. She don't want to see him. She don't want to be around him at all, at all, at all. And he is like in this song, like, why you not talking to me? I miss you. I love you. Where are you? What's going on? Why are you doing this to me? But it could be a potential where the baby is actually going to help certain things. Okay, like if this is like y'all's first child, for regardless if it's for both of y'all or the other way, I just feel like it is going to help like to mature. Okay, I just feel like if this is a situation where one of the parents are a little immature, it's nothing wrong with being immature, especially if you have no kids. And it's coming from somebody. Baby, my feelings was hurt when my friends, when they all had kids and I didn't have a baby yet. And they were like, you're so immature because you don't have any kids. Like, you need to grow up and you need to do it. I was like, nah, I think I'm in my zone right now. You know what I'm saying? I think due to the fact that I don't have kids, I have every reason to be as immature as possible. I have every right. If I want to go out every day, I can go out every day. Why? Because I make it to work on time the next day. You know what I'm saying? I do what I'm supposed to do. If if it was at a time where I go to school. You know what I'm saying? I show up to school. I do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm out of there. Deuces. Okay, so I just feel like this person may be in a bachelor type mode or bachelorette type mode, but baby, God says, baby, about to wake them up one time. Regardless if they thinking that they can carry on and they not gonna be able to do, babies are expensive. Children cost, and it's not a thing where a child is not something where they are expensive and they cost and you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're somebody, you have a heart, like you love your kids and you care about your kids. You're gonna go out your way to make sure your kids have what they want. You're gonna do what you got to do to ensure that they have what they need and what they want. Okay. Yep. The scripture comes from John 5 and 6. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool. When the water is stirred, while I am trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. The day on which this took place was a Sabbath. And so the Jewish leaders said to the man who had been healed, "It is the Sabbath. The law forbids you to carry your mat." But he replied, "The man who made me well said to me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" So they asked him, "Who is this fellow who told you to pick it up and walk?" The man who was healed had no idea who it was, for Jesus had slipped away into the crowd that was there. Later, Jesus found him at the temple and said to him, "See, you are well again. Stop sinning, or something worse may happen to you." The man went away and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who made him well. So yeah, this is something that God is doing, okay? God is doing this, and like I said, regardless if it's a situation where you are like literally like you're currently pregnant, and this is something where this person, like, it's going to change their life. Babies change their life forever. And it could also be, because I'm being, so I'm going to go ahead and say that it could also be a situation where you have a baby, or maybe you have maybe it's a situation where the family was broken up. Maybe it's a situation where someone, like, regardless if someone actually stepped out on the other person, or if it's a situation where y'all broke up for whatever reason, God is saying he's going to bring that family back together. And it could be so many reasons due to our time period. I'm thinking about how when everybody was forced to be in a house, it could be like, it could be different to go from one person being at home and one person being at work, and till everybody at home all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a situation where, it's, I just feel like there are so many things that it could possibly be. It could be so many things, but I just feel like it could be a situation to where like so many reasons as to why the breakup happened. But I just feel like it could be a situation where a couple, they broke up. And when they broke up, regardless to if they ended up going to other people or if they ended up just being alone, God is saying that, in the midst of them going and being with other people or being alone, it is causing heartache on the child. It is causing the stress. And because of this, God is bringing them back together. Okay, so it's either you got a child with somebody and y'all separated and God bringing y'all back together, or you pregnant, you just had a baby fresh out the womb, and you and this person, while you was pregnant, you couldn't stand them. Baby, for the woman's perspective, you could not, you wanted to be as far away from them as you possibly could. And it could be a situation where they was doing wrong. I'm not even gonna say that it's a situation where you're just making things up and you're imagining things. They could be somebody that was cheating like crazy. They could be somebody that were abusive and they were doing all kind of immature things. They were acting as if they were 5. They were acting like they were a teenager. But God says that he's going to make them clean. And it's not going to be a situation, where you think about it like, them seeing the baby, because there are a lot of men and women, when they see the baby, it don't change them at all. They still do evil. There are mothers that do evil to their children and fathers that do evil to their children. But God is saying this is something that he is doing. He is changing this person's heart. And this person is going to want to do better. They are going to, God is making them clean. So whatever it is that they have been doing, they don't want to do it no more. Whatever reason, I feel like whatever it is that they have been doing, because you being disgusted and repulsed by them, it could literally be a situation where maybe they doing stuff they not supposed to be doing. And you know this. And being that, you have a lot going on with your body right now, you are naturally repulsing them. Because naturally, you know that it's something going on over there. They could come and they could mess some stuff up. They could come and, and this is not only just spiritually, but scientifically. A man's pH is different from what a woman got going on naturally. And if this person got other things going on, they messing around with other people, their pH might even be out of whack from what it's supposed to be. And it's really just supposed to be 2 notches different from a woman's pH. So if they got other things going, ain't no telling what they got going on. And your body is naturally repulsing them. And this is similar to, for anybody that's confused, like, Star, what you talking about? This would be like science studies have shown, okay, scientifically, studies have shown that when a baby is sick, the mother's milk, whatever nutrients are being provided in the mother's milk changes to make sure that the baby is getting the proper nutrients that it needs. And that's a fact. As somebody that breastfed my son, not only did he wake up and cry, wake up looking for me, and wake up crying when it was time to eat, I could tell when it was time, when he was about to be looking for me and crying because it was time to eat. And this is just, the work of God. I can't even, this is something that we are still learning so much about the human body. We're still learning so much about how women's bodies naturally do things. Our bodies, it's literally a miracle. The way our organs move out the way our uterus enlarges and then goes back to the way it was. It is a miracle. It's a miracle how, it is the whole process is a miracle. The whole, just the odds and everything. It's a miracle. And I just feel like God is saying that he's doing all of this. He's doing all of this. And this man needs to learn a lesson. Because if he loves this woman so much, he needs to stop doing what he is doing. He needs to stop cheating. He needs to stop being abusive. He needs to get himself together. He needs to grow up. He cannot carry on behaving the way that he is behaving and step into his next level. Step into the next part, the next step for his life. This is something new. That's just like at the beginning of Matrimony when Wale is talking to Seinfeld, and Seinfeld is basically saying, he says at the end, Wale said, do you think you could ever be prepared for marriage? And he's like, no, you could never be prepared for it because it's growth. You'll be a new person. This is something new. You can't expect to carry on being the same person you was yesterday when you are changing and your entire life is changing. Your entire world is changing. No, you're not going to be able to hang around the same friends no more. No, you're not going to be able to do the same things anymore. No, it's not because the woman is controlling and she's manipulating you or being manipulative. It's because you are becoming new. This is a new. The same can't exist anymore. And that's just what it is. And you know, if you so stuck on trying to hold on to the old you, then maybe you need to be single. You're not gonna be able to be married and do that. And that's just what it is. And just like with this message, you know, this man, if this is his first child, he ain't going to be able to carry on living his life like a teenager and expect that he's going to be responsible enough to raise a child. He cannot expect that he's going to be able to carry on, you know, earning like the bare minimum and expect that he's going to be able to ensure that the child has everything that they need, let alone want. Because they expensive, baby. Let me tell you about it. My son Christmas and birthday gifts this year got me like shook. Okay, shook. Along with everything else I'm trying to do right now. I'm shook. And I'm not even done yet. Lord have mercy. I'm not gonna see if I'm on this see. Like I might show more on see. They are not cheap. Kids are not cheap. And it's not, once again, this is not something where you feel like you being forced and you being drugged. I want to ensure that he gets something that he wants. I want to ensure that he's happy. And you know, that's how true parents that love their kids, that's what they strive to do, things to make sure that children are happy. They have what they need and what they want. You don't just think about what's best for you. You think about what's best for your child as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being real. Just like I would love for my son to be here with me every single day, all day. But that's not what's best for him. And that's just me being real. He don't just love me. He love both his parents. Okay? And he love all of his family. So it's like I can't just keep him to myself. And I just feel like God is saying that you have to understand that this is something that God is doing. You don't have to do anything. This is literally just the message to let you know what's going on. Yes, the person is missing you like crazy and they want you like crazy, but they need to grow up. 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 And they need to grow up some more. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.